In this tutorial, I'm going to create a scoring system for my game. Creating a scoring system is very similar to creating the lives for our character. There's a couple of little differences, but a lot of it's very similar. So the first thing I'm going to do is find something to put into my game to collect to add to the score. I'm going to go to Stencyl Forge, and there's some coins will do nicely, I think. That one there's good. Okay, I'm going to straight away add some of these coins to my first level. So add to scene, level 1. Just add a few coins. Okay. Next, I'm going to create a game attribute for scores. I'm going to go to game settings, attributes, create a new attribute. I'm going to call it score. The type will be number. Initial value of 0 for now. Okay. Now, just like with the lives, I want to make sure that every time the game is started, when I click on the play button, the score is set to 0. Okay, it's important to do that because if someone plays the game more than once, we want to make sure the game sets the score to 0 every time they play. So events for the play button, and we need to set the score to 0. So game attributes says set the score to 0. Okay, that's done. And next, I'm going to detect when my main actor hits a coin, and I will add to the score and also remove the coin each time our main character hits one. So I'm going to go into the coins events, double click coin, go to events, and I need to add an event for a collision, and collision with an actor of type. Change that to self, actor of type, and we're going to choose the main character, our hero. That's the one we're detecting the collision with. And so when they collide, we want to add 1 to the score. So game attributes, setters, set score. We need to add 1. So numbers and text, arithmetic, add. Add 1 to the score. Okay, we also need to remove the coin when it's hit as well. So if we go into actors and then properties, and kill actor is the one we want. So it sounds a bit nasty, but that's what we're doing. We're going to kill off the coin each time our character collides with it. So let's drag that up there. And one other thing with the coin is we need to make sure the properties, got to be careful with the properties and the physics as well. Well, physics, we don't want the coin to be able to move for a start, so that coins aren't moving anywhere. And the properties, we're going to need to create a new group for the coins. So I'm going to go edit groups, create a new group, and I will just call it bonuses. Okay, now with what do these collide with? We only want it to collide with actors. Okay, our main player is in the actors section. Okay, I didn't put it in the players section, although that would probably be a more appropriate place to put our player, but seeing as I have my main player in the actors section, that's the one that I want my coins to collide with, only the actors. Okay, so that's done now. Okay, I think we only have one more thing to do, and that is make sure our score displays at the top of each level. Now you might remember that when we created lives, we created a scene behavior for displaying the lives. I'm just going to use this same behavior to also display the score. May as well just use the same one there instead of creating a new one. So I'll double click that, and I'll just duplicate one that shows the lives there and just change a couple of things. We don't want that to say lives, that'll say scores now. And this here, we don't want to show lives, we want that to show the score. So game attributes, score, and finally, when this score displays, we don't want it to display in the exact same spot as the lives. We're going to have to move it over a little bit to the right. So if I make the x coordinate 100, that should be a reasonable amount. And I believe we are ready to test the game. So just very quickly, what have we done? We've added a coin. When our actor, our main character collides with the coin, we make the coin disappear, add 1 to the score. We also displayed the score in the scene behaviors. Here we made sure the score displays. We also made sure the score is set to 0 when you click on the play button there. And we made sure the coin properties had the appropriate settings for physics and grips. Right, let's give it a test and see if it works. Okay, I can see my score is displaying 0. Probably should say score, not scores, but all right. And then every time I get a coin, you can see the coin disappears, and 1 is added to the score up there. Okay, so that's all working at the moment, except for our enemies there are running into the coins and stopping. Okay, so we need to fix that one up. Going to each enemy's properties, edit groups. That should be all fine. Oh, I didn't change I created a group for the coins and then didn't set the group to the bonuses. Okay, so in the coins properties, got to make sure it's on bonuses. There we go, that should do the trick. Okay, so good. The enemies don't stop at the coins, and I can collect all the coins, and that is finished. That's the end of this tutorial.